My dear friends, masters, and gods, a very good evening to you all. Mahavatar TV welcomes you to the 21 days free holistic wellness program, batch 19, day 7. So, before commencing the session, I would like to say pranams to you all and to our Guruji Ranganath sir, our Grandmaster Maharshi Patriji, and to Great Grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji, and to all the great Grandmasters and to the leaders. So, today's topic is the importance of inner peace and practical guidance by Mr. Palniappan sir from UT Pondicherry, Tamil Nadu. So, brief introduction about the speaker. So, Palnapan sir has done his postgraduate in civil and structural engineering. So, he served as a chief engineer in PWD department, government of Puducherry, so as well as in central government engineering services. So, contributing his expertise across Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and the Union Territory of Puducherry for an impressive span of 38 years. So, he retired as chief engineer. Since then, he has been involved in spiritual services. In May 2018, on the occasion of Chitra Purnami, a full moon day, he visited Bangalore Pyramid Center, so where he participated in a long duration meditation session for about 4 to 5 hours, so guided by Grandmaster Patriji. So this experience deeply inspired him and marked the beginning of his journey, spiritual journey with the pyramid meditation. So he has been a reader for spiritual books for the past 25 years. So currently he's associated with the Mahavatar Foundation English sessions and Tamil sessions as well. Has been learning and practicing meditation with the dedication for the past 5 months. So he also participates in 2 hour World Wellness meditation sessions every Sunday and 3 hours meditation on every full moon day. So Sar is deeply committed to selfless service in the fields of meditation and spiritual growth, working tirelessly for the welfare of the youths. So he attends both English and Zoom classes sessions conducted by Mahavatar Foundation. So over to you, sir. Sir, it is not audible. You can unmute, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you explain me one more time Palaniappan sir biodata?
Biodata.
Thank
Sure,
you.
sir. Sir, you can unmute, sir. Palniappan,
Okay.
sir, you can unmute.
Okay. Shall I commence?
Yes, sir, sure. You can go.
Good evening, my dear friends, masters and gods. Before commencing my talk, I would like to say pranams to you all. And my pranams to our Guruji Ranganath sir. My pranams to our Grandmaster Maharishi Bhatriji sir. And my pranams to Great Grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji. And to all the great grandmasters, and my pranams to the universe. My topic is about the importance of the inner peace and practical guidance to inner peace. First, let me speak of the inner peace. The words peace, calm, quiet, silence have each their own shade of meaning. Quiet is a condition in which there is no restlessness or disturbance. Sir, audible, sir? Audible, sir? Yes. Calm is still unmoved condition which no disturbance can affect. It is a less negative condition than quiet. Peace is a still more positive condition. It carries with it a sense of settled, harmonious rest and deliverance. And lastly, silence is a state in which either there is no movement of the mind or vital, or else a great stillness which no surface movement can alter. Peace is a calm deepened into something that is very positive, amounting almost to a tranquil, waveless ananda. Peace is a deep quietude where no disturbance can come, a quietude with a sense of established security and release. In peace, there is, besides the sense of stillness, a harmony that gives a feeling of liberation and full satisfaction. It is from the silence that the peace comes. When the peace deepens and deepens, it becomes more and more the silence. Peace is a sign of mukti. The peace need not to be grey or joyless. There should be nothing grey in it. But the gladness or joy or sense of lightness that comes with the peace must be necessarily something internal, self-existent, or due to a deepening of experience. It cannot, like the laughter of which we speak, be conveyed by an external cause or dependent upon it. Example, something amusing, exhilarating, etc. The spirit is eternally at rest even in the midst of action. Peace gives the spiritual rest. The first thing to do in the sadhana is to get a settled peace and silence in the mind. Otherwise, we may have experiences, but nothing will be permanent. It is in the silent mind that the true consciousness can be built. The most important experience is that of the peace and quiet which comes with a good concentration. It is this that must grow and fix itself in the mind and vital and body, for it is this peace and quiet that make a firm basis for the sadhana. There are two main things to be secured as the foundation of sadhana. The sadhana meaning is one who follows the yogi's path. The opening of the sight being and the realization of the self above are the two main things to be secured as the foundation of sadhana. For the opening of the sight being, concentration is the direct way. For the self-realization, peace and silence of the mind are the first condition. Afterwards, one begins to feel release, freedom, oneness, to live in a consciousness, silent, tranquil, untouched by any or all things existing everywhere and in all. When the mind is silent, there is peace. And in the peace, all things that are divine can come. When there is not the mind, there is a self, which is greater than the mind. The peace liberates from all independence on outer contacts. But at first, there is a difficulty in keeping it intact when there is the contact with others, because the consciousness has the habit of running outwards in speech or external interchange, or else of coming down to the normal level. One must therefore be very careful until the peace is fixed. Once fixed, it usually defends itself for all the outer contacts, becomes surface things to a consciousness full of higher peace. For us, the inward move is the right one. To live within the peace and silence is the first necessity. The oneness of silence and peace is the basis for harmonizing the inward and outward. Oneness and calmness are the foundation of the consciousness and the best condition for inner growth and experience. If a wide calm can be established in the physical consciousness, occupying and filling the very body and all its cells, that can become the basis for his transformation. Without this oneness and calmness, the transformation is hardly possible. From any higher plane, peace and purity may come from the psyche also. By having a separate consciousness, calm and silent within, separate from the mental, vital, or physical activity, we get the peace. The ease and peace are felt very deep and far within because they are in the psyche, and the psyche is very deep within us, covered over by the mind and vital. When we meditate, we open to the psyche, become aware of our psyche consciousness and deep within. Here, the psyche is, to know someone. So, when we open to the psyche, become aware of our psyche consciousness deep within and feel these things, in order that this ease and peace and happiness may become strong and stable and felt in all the being and in the body. We have to go still deeper within and bring out the full force of the psyche into the physical. This can most easily be done by regular meditation with the aspiration for the true consciousness. It can be done by work also, by dedication, by doing the work without thought of self and keeping the idea of consecration always in the heart. Therefore, if one wants to be a path of peace or joy, he must be prepared to dwell in his soul rather than in his outer mental and emotional nature. The basis of internal peace, the capacity of receiving with a calm and equal mind all the attacks and appearances of outward things, whether pleasant or unpleasant, ill fortune and good fortune, pleasure and pain, honor and ill repute, praise and blame, friendship and enmity, sinner and saint, or physically, heat and cold, etc. To feel the peace above and about our head is a first step. We have to get connected with it, and the peace must descend into us and fill our mind and life and body and surround us so that we live in it. This calm, peace, and surrender are the right atmosphere for all the rest to come: knowledge, strength, ananda. The quiet consciousness of peace we have in the mind must become not only calm but wide. We must feel it everywhere, in ourselves, in it, and all in it. This will help to bring the calm as a basis into the action. The wider our consciousness becomes, the more we will be able to receive from the above. The Shakti, energy, will be able to descend and bring strength and light as well as peace into our system. Next, when there is the peace and mental silence, the vital mind tries to rush in and occupy the place, or else the mechanical mind tries to rise up for the same purpose. It's a round of vital, trivial, habitual thoughts. What the sadhak has to do is to be careful to reject and hush these outsiders so that during the meditation, at least the peace and quietude of the mind and vital may be complete. This can be done best if we keep a strong and silent will. This will is the will of the Purusha behind the mind. When the mind is at peace, when it is silent, one can become aware of the Purusha, silent also, separate from the action of the nature. To be calm, steady, fixed in the spirit, this quietude of the mind, this separation of the inner Purusha from the outer Prakriti is very helpful. As per Prakriti is, as per Vedanta, it is Manam. Which is almost indispensable. So long as the being is subject to the whirl of thoughts or the turmoil of the vital movements, one cannot be thus calm and fixed in the spirit. To detach oneself, to stand back from them, to feel them separate from oneself is indispensable. Peace is a necessary basis, but peace is not sufficient. Peace, if it is strong and permanent, can liberate the inner being, which can become a calm and unmoved witness of the external movements. In some cases, it can liberate the external also, throwing the world in nature out into the environmental consciousness. But even this is liberation, not transformation. Peace must be ours, but not the peace of an empty or devastated nature, or of slain or mutilated capacities incapable of unrest, because we have made them incapable of intensity and fire and force. Purity must be our aim, but not the purity of a void or of a bleak or rigid coldness. Perfection is demanded of us, but not the perfection that can exist only by confining its scope within narrow limits or putting an arbitrary full stop to the ever self-extending scroll of the infinite. Our object is to change into the divine nature. The peace of God within will be extended in the Gnostic experience, that is, intellectual experience of the universe, into a universal calm of equality, not merely passive but dynamic, a calm of freedom in oneness, dominating all that meets it, tranquilizing all that enters into it, imposing its law of peace on the supramental being, his relations with the world in which we are living, into all his acts, the inner oneness, the inner communion will attend and enter our relations with others, his own universal existence. It is this poise and freedom in the spirit that will enable one to take all life into himself while still remaining the spiritual self, and to embrace even the world of ignorance without himself entering into ignorance. If one wants to realize, one must begin by establishing the perfect and immutable peace. It is the basis from which one must work. But unless one is dreaming of an exclusive, personal, and egoistic liberation, one cannot stop there. Peace opens up roads of realization into the future, when an entire part of humanity, the one which has opened consciously or unconsciously to the new forces, is lifted up, as it were, into a higher, more harmonious, more perfect life. Even if individual transformation is not always permissible or possible, there will be a kind of general uplifting, a harmonization of the world, which will make it possible for a new order, a new harmony to be established, which will allow a harmonious functioning of the world. The quietest, which are founded on the rejection of all activity and a plunging into an immobility and inner silence, which forsake all life, because it has been suddenly felt that without peace one can't have any inner realization, and quite naturally. So, to face any problem, peace is required. Importantly, required. Next, I will speak about the next part, practical guidance of the inner peace. Deep inside the being, there is a peace that brings quietness in the whole being down to the body if we allow it to do so. It is that peace we must seek, and then we will get the quietness we wish for. If we ask from within us for peace, it will come. The peace must be immense, the quietness deep and still, the calm unshakable. Nowhere we will be able to find peace unless we have peace in our heart. We live almost projected as it were outside our own body, and when we meet some unpleasant being similarly projected, we get upset. The whole trouble arises out of our not being accustomed to stepping back. So this point is stepping back to attain peace. We must always step back into ourselves, learn to go deep within, step back, and we will be safe. We should not lend ourselves to the superficial forces which move in the outside world. Even if we are in a hurry to do something, step back for a while and we will discover to our surprise how much sooner and with what greater success our work can be done. If someone is angry with us, we should not be caught in his vibration, but simply step back and his anger, finding no support or response, will vanish. Always keep our peace, resist all temptation to lose it. Never decide anything without stepping back. Never speak a word without stepping back. Never throw ourselves into action without stepping back. All that belongs to the ordinary world is impermanent and fugitive. So there is nothing in it worth getting upset about. What is lasting, eternal, immortal, and infinite? That indeed is worth having, worth conquering, worth possessing. We get the sense of relativity of things, then whatever happens, we step back and look. We can remain quiet. We will know exactly what to do peacefully. Practice that inner peace. Make at least a small beginning and go on in your practice until it becomes a habit with us. The silence of is the inner quietude that those alone have who can act without being identified with their action, merged into it and blinded and deafened by the noise and form of their own movement. Stand back from your action and rise into an outlook above these temporal motions, enter into the consciousness of eternity. Then only we will know what true action is. It is always very good to practice silence for a few minutes, at least twice a day, but it must be a true silence, not merely attention from talking. Absentation from talking. The mind must learn to be silent, remain calm, attentive, without making a noise. If we try to silence our mind directly, it's a hard job, almost impossible, for the most material part of the mind never stops its activity. It goes on and on like a non-stop recording machine. It repeats all that it records, and unless there is a switch to stop it, It continues and continues indefinitely. If, on the other hand, we manage to shift our consciousness into a higher domain above the ordinary mind, this opening to the light comes the mind. It does not stir any longer, and the mental silence so obtained can become constant. Once we enter into this domain, we may very well never come out of it. The external mind always remains calm. For example, when we read a book which is beyond us, we come across sentences which we cannot understand, and we must read once, twice, thrice, and then remain calm and makes the mind silent. A fortnight later, one take up the same passage again, and it is clear, and now everything has been organized in the head, and the elements of the brain which are wanted for the understanding have been formed. Everything has been done gradually, and we can understand. Similarly, that is our mindset scene. Similarly, also peace. By relax, think, peace, it gets settled in our mind. We must try and must preserve, continue trying the peace. We should sit quietly to begin with, and then instead of thinking of 50 things, we begin saying to ourselves, peace, 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 calm, peace. We imagine peace and calm. When something comes and touches and acts, say quietly like this, peace, peace, peace. We should not look at the thoughts, should not listen to the thoughts. When thoughts come, we must not look at them, must not listen to them. We must not pay any attention at all. We must behave as though they did not exist, and then repeat all the time like a kind of peace, peace, peace. We try this for a few minutes and then do what we have to do. And then another time we begin again and sit down again and then try. We should do this on getting up in the morning, do this in the evening. When going to the bed, we can do this and say peace, 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 and everything becomes calm. It seems as though all the noises were going far, far, far away, and then we must continue. There comes a time when we no longer need to sit down, and no matter what we are doing, no matter what we are saying, it is always peace, 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 and then one is always in a perfect peace after some years. Each time we feel restless, we have to repeat speaking inside ourselves without exterior sound, so that peace, peace, oh my heart, do it steadily, and we will be pleased with the result. We have to follow a purely intellectual path with the will to go beyond it and attain knowledge which is no longer intellectual but spiritual. The mind is silent, the brain is still, everything is clear, quiet, calm, and at the right moment, a drop of light falls into the consciousness, and what needs to be known is known. That is, one knows what must be known, one sees what must be seen, and since what must be known and seen comes directly from the Supreme, it is the truth itself, and it completely eludes all notions of reason or folly. We should be self forgetfulness and a total self giving, the absence of ego. To overcome, we should manifest peace. Next, as an addition, I will tell a few benefits of peace. Number one, peace will awaken in the individual's life of spirit and will dispel ignorance. Number two, peace helps to keep the mind away from the body by means of meditation. It is in this state that the grace acts and the grace cures the diseases. The diseases are cured by peace. Number three, to keep quiet and to concentrate. That is to be in peace, leaving the force from above to do its work is the surest way to be cured of anything and everything. Number four, to catch hold of a peace deep within and push it into the cells of the body, and with the peace will come back the health. Number five, peace and stillness are the great remedy for all diseases. When we can bring peace in ourselves, then we are cured. Number six, when we establish a greater peace and quietness in our body, which will give us the strength to resist attacks of illness. Number seven, only in a calm, peace, as of deep waters, we can find the possibility of true service. Number eight, it is only in the calm and peace we can know and do all that is done in agitation or violence is a folly. Number nine, in peace and silence, we will more and more become conscious of the constant presence. Number 10, above all, to face any problem with the calm and certitude of an absolute trust, one can further act in a higher peace that is strong and dynamic, which improves one's dynamism. Number 11, similarly, when we are caught in a difficulty, instead of becoming agitated, turning overall the ideas and actively seeking solutions of worrying, running here and there inside our head, we should remain quiet and according to our nature, with peace or order, with intensity or widening, or with all this together, we will find the way out and come out of our difficult situation and always remain in a state of peaceful mind. And the last, I will tell in a nutshell why peace is required. Peace is required for our inner realization. Peace is required to remove our ego. Peace is required to develop a new harmony. Peace is required for general uplifting. Peace is required to overcome all difficulties. Peace is required to find solutions. Peace is required to cure illness and diseases. Peace is required to avoid ignorance. Peace is required to awaken individual spiritual life. Peace is required to raise our consciousness level, and peace is required to attain mukti. This much I complete my presentation. I thank all masters, everyone, for the passion hearing. This subject is a very vast subject. The spiritual subject I have gathered from some of the books purchased from Aurobindo Ashram Society, and I prepared and I have shared with all our friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you, sir. Thank you for your wisdom on inner peace. So, peace is not just a feeling, but as a spiritual state, it is a quite communion with the deeper self. So, I would like to remind the words of Gautam Buddha. So, peace comes within. So, don't seek it without. So, peace comes within. If you are remember that the real peace is absence of struggle, it's presence of something great. So, thank you, sir. Thank you for your wisdom on
Thank you,
inner
sir.
peace. So, any other masters want to respond? Please can raise their hand for 1 or 2 minutes. Yes, sir. You can, Rashekar, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Very well explained about peace. Palani Appani, sir. Thank you for your speech. Very well content and explanation is very good, sir. And peace of mind, everything we will get for peace of mind only. We have a peace of mind, then only we have to do anything for work or anything for meditation or etc etc. We need for peace of mind for what uh, we need peace of mind for any work or anything. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. So, any other masters can raise their hand and share their experience. Can raise their hand. Or you can drop your choir on chat box. So, someone has a question, sir.
Yes.
She is feeling peace within her, but she is feeling anger, tension, frustration outside. How to deal with that?
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I answer?
Yes, yes, sir.
Sir, this outward pressure, outward tension also can be avoided by making our peace more stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
I told no, they
Yes.
step back. If we step back, we can avoid that outer tension.
Yes.
So for that, we should make our inner peace more stronger and stronger by doing more meditations.
Yes.
More meditation, more swadhyaya, more sajjana sangatya, and so that our inner peace increases more and more. So for madam, I tell you increase your inner peace by doing more meditation, more concentration you will get, so that you can retard that outer anger or tension.
Yes.
This is
That can
my
be dealt. If
request.
you seek in peace within, you cannot seek that out. You can deal with that outer things.
Our we see our inner peace more and more, more and more. So we can be able to retard the outer tension. Retard outer tension. We need not react for the outer tension. When we react for the outer tension only, our peace reduces. So retard the outer tension by increasing our inner peace. Our inner peace grows by meditation, more and more meditation. This is my Simple answer, madam.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So anyone has their queries, you can drop in chat box or you can raise their hand so that you can for 1 or 2 minutes. If everyone is good, we'll go with yeah, ready problem mimic.
Good evening. Yes, sir. Good sir. Sir, very nicely. I think
Your voice not audible, madam.
Ready problem ma'am is connection is unstable, I think.
Breaking. Voice
You
breaking.
are not
madam.
audible, ma'am. You are not audible.
Yes, master.
okay.
But you tell, madam. Now, okay. Tell. Speak.
Sir, you have explained very nicely. Thank you so much. Then meditation, as you said, the meditation helps us to get inner peace. Then by reducing our reaction to outside situations also helps us to get silence and inner peace. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
Ma'am.
madam.
So meditation helps a lot to get
Yes, sir.
yeah. So any other masters? I think all are good. We'll go with meditation, sir. Yeah, masters. Let's do Anapanasati meditation. So it is a 2500 years old powerful Buddhist meditation technique. So you have been practicing this for last 1 week. So Ana is in breath, Apana is out breath. Sati means to be with the breath. So if you are wearing any spectacles, please remove them. Drink a glass of water before you start meditating. So keep another glass of water beside you so that you can have after the session. So darken your room, dim the lights, darken your room, create a calm and peaceful atmosphere around you. So sit comfortably in a sukhasana on a mat, or if you are sitting on the chair, you can cross your legs like this. You can cross your legs comfortably. So keep your back straight, relaxed. You should be straight above the waist. Keep your hands clasped, interlocking one hand with the other, like this. Your hand should be clasped. So make this rest on your thighs. Make this hand rest on your thighs. Cross your legs like this and hands clasped. So close your eyes. Close your eyes. Minimize all the distractions. Inhale. Exhale. Just present with each breath. You should observe that breath, natural rhythm of your breath. Don't try to control the breath. You are not controlling the breath. You are just observing. Observe at the nose tip of the nose. So you may get thoughts, feelings, sensations. Just ignore them. Come back to the breath. So cut the thoughts and come back. So be patient to yourself. So as you are bringing mind back again and again. So just focus on the breath. I'll play a music. It helps you relax and focus. Masters, last 1 second. Back. Now the last 10 seconds. Feel the breathe coming in and going out. I will count down 5, 4, 3, 2. Gently rub your hands together, generating warmth and energy. Gently rub your hands together. When you are ready, place your palm on your eyes. Place your palms over your eyes for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You have done a wonderful meditation, masters. Any
Sir,
masters want to share their meditation experience for
Sir.
1 or 2?
Sir, sir,
Yes, sir.
Ji.
Yes, sir. You can.
sir, I extend my gratitude and thanks to Mahavatar Foundation and Guruji Ranganathan sir for giving me this opportunity to give a speech on the topic on the importance of inner peace and practical guidance for inner peace. And I have answered a few questions. If any questions answered still remain unanswered, coming Friday or Saturday, they can ask me on other
Yes.
activities. I will be able to give them the answers.
Yes.
Number 2, Mr. Master Rajshagar sir asked once again to repeat of my introduction. Only
Yes.
2 words I will tell. I have been reading a bit of spiritual books for the past 25 years. I attended in 2008 in Bangalore Pyramid Meditation Center on a Purnima day, Chitra Purnami day, and by the guidance of our Grand Master Guruji Badriji Sar Avargal. From that day, my interest increased on meditation. Then and now I am doing the service to Mahavatar Foundation. I am in my professional life. I worked in PWD Government of Puducherry and Central Engineering Services as a civil engineer and structural engineer for the past 38 years and got retired in October 2023. And in the Central Engineering Service, I was in charge for civil engineering works of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Pondicherry state for ESI hospitals, dispensaries. This much I want to tell. And really, I am interested to answer all the questions which are related to me. In Tirukural, they used to tell, Totrani Thurum Manakeni Mandarke Katrani Thurum Marivu. Until we give ours to others, we cannot learn more. So we give to others. Our interest to learn and learn will increase. So still I am ready to answer any questions. Kindly, I will put my cell number in the chat box. Any doubts, you can ask me in my WhatsApp. I will be able to share also my replies. And thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you for your gratitude, sir. Thank you for your very well explained, sir. Thanks for your explanation. Thanks for your Mahatar, for your helping for Mahatar Foundation, sir. Thank you, sir. And your explanation is very great, sir. Yes, we are not able to talk that much in your age. I don't know, but in your age, your explanation is too good. And thank you for yeah, once again repeat your full CV. Thank you, sir. And
No, sir,
in the evening,
Master Rajsagar, sir, you are equally good, more good than me. Very shortly, you are also going to speak far better than me. I am confident in that.
thank you, sir.
You
Thank you so much.
are like my brother, truly.
Yes,
I
thank you,
have
sir.
a feel.
Thank you.
From the day one, I feel you will do better than me. Surely. Very shortly.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much, sir. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks.
Very well in the evening. Very well this meditation, sir. Thank you, Lokesh, sir, and Matar Foundation and Palani Apana, sir, and Deepika,
Yeah,
madam, and Rangnath, sir, and Rangnath Guruji. Thank you, sir. Pallavi, madam. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you, sir. So thank you, Palnappan sir. In spite of your ill health, you are being attentive to the Tamil and English sessions and guiding us and with our spiritual topics. So any other masters for 1 or 2 minutes will want to share their meditation experience or any queries regarding inner peace, sari study. I think all are good. So let's thank the universe and Mahavatar Foundation for giving us this platform to learn wisdom from many masters. And thank you all the masters who have attended the session. Thank you all. So please don't miss the tomorrow session. It is about holy science by Madam Shirisha Garu. So see you all tomorrow. Good night.
Thanks.
Thank you.